Everyone, Steel Horse here. Welcome along. We are on Silverrun today, Silverrun Forest, and we're going to have a quick little look at a great mod. It's been around in previous versions, but it's new to FS22. It's by AchiMobil and it's called Map Objects Hider, and it's a terrific mod for dealing with little things that just get in the way from time to time. And I think for many of us, it'll breathe new life into the Silverrun Forest map. So the neat thing about it is it doesn't just work on mod maps. It works on the base game maps, even locked ones in the DLC. And so objects that you previously couldn't get rid of if you didn't want, in some cases can be removed. And a case in point, these decorative tree stumps, which are immovable generally speaking on this map, magically can be hidden. So in this particular case, the tool comes up and says, do you want to hide this object? And yes, I do. And it's gone. The collision's gone and the object's gone. Now, one thing that when it installs by default, and this is a PC only mod because it runs with a script. So there are a couple of specific keybinds that come with this mod, the Map Objects Hider. It defaults to H on the keyboard for hiding an object. You might want to change that because if you use workers and things like follow me, H is the key that's also used to stop workers. And as you can see, you get an option to remove the collision only. I haven't bothered to activate that at the moment. And an option to open the panel. Now the panel's pretty interesting. So having just removed, not deleted, that object, I can now open the panel. And what it shows me is a list of all of the objects that I've hidden. And if I highlight the one, in this case, we've only got one, and it says, well, this stump you've hidden, would you like to put it back? And I can. And there you go, it's back again. If I want to hide it, in my case, Control H, and it's hidden. So it really is as easy as that. So as we start to look in how it might be useful here on Silverrun, one of the immediate things is with deadwood trees. So I no longer need a tree be gone or to cut and remove a deadwood tree. I can just use my hide key and this will actually remove it. So the important distinction to note with trees is you're not hiding it, you're actually removing it. And so one click and I'm gone. So I could, with any deadwood tree that's present and in the way, I can simply take it away. Now, if I open up my little window, you'll see those deadwood trees. I've got no option to restore them. So the thing to think about with trees, yes, you can remove all types of tree. But the tree's gone. Okay, so it's only decorative objects that come up in the that you can put back. You can't put back trees. So worth bearing in mind. Now, the fun doesn't stop there. So if we come up to here to the old sawmill, this is really nicely situated. And if we look at it from above, it's a big flat piece of land with lots of objects on it. Now, the big advantage here, though, is it's pretty easy to buy the old sawmill. You come up with the required funds, $250,000. But the advantage now is we own this area. And it's quite a big area. Now, the sawmill itself is only this section at the bottom. There's a house and some land, which you might want to use for placeables or other things. Well, the neat thing about this mod is if we come across here and say, well, gee, this would be a really great spot for a placeable. Let's hide that object, hide that one. And now we've got a spot where we could place anything we like, really. Now we're going to get some overlapping issues with the lines and the trees. But the point is, it's easy to place. So if we come over here, this is a pretty handy looking warehouse. You might want to extend it and put a building that you can use. So let's get rid of the containers. And it looks something like so. Get the right one next to the wall. The box. So we've created a nice space beside the warehouse where again we could put a shed or whatever we like. Previously space that we weren't able to use. So with a few minutes work, we can remove all the log piles and create a large empty space that looks like this. And we can take that large empty space and perhaps we want to put a dairy. Perhaps we want to put a dairy over on the side. We might even, and these objects are truly hidden. So if we wanted to put a field beside our dairy, it's just a matter of ploughing out the field that we want. So really, as I said at the outset, this mod opens up a myriad of options for extending or changing your gameplay here on Silverrun and any other mod map. And you just need to be a little bit judicious in the use. There are situations that the mod maker alerts us to that you can create where you get you might get some unexpected results, but if you're just looking for relatively straightforward space creation, this is your trick. I've tried it on a map that I've been playing for some time and it's added in quite easily. So if we have a quick look at what the map maker, the mod maker's written, just to be careful, only objects that you hide can come back. So we showed the restore and they save it in the save game. So as long as the map doesn't change or renew, if you go into Giant's editor and mess with the map, you could potentially change things and find objects come back. Trees are deleted. Placeables generally will be sold. So if you think about the map, you can't, or I haven't been able to find a way to remove the roller coaster. And if you own the boat building business, it simply sells it. It doesn't hide that. So it does say not all object types can be removed. For instance, parked cars. So plenty to look at and think about, and really just let your imagination go wild, and you could really change the way you use the map. Have fun with it. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. See ya.